Okay, this is the Moslem Ministries. We're going to talk a little about current events. Just some insights that I know about that I've studied over the years. And if you're not open to new ideas, new opinions, a new frame of reference, maybe this is not the channel for you. Because we share things that may be considered controversial, extreme, conspiracy theorists. Yes, all that. Because we believe in freedom of speech and we utilize that freedom to the max. So the topic is Andrew Tate, the Tate brothers. I stumbled across them a few years ago. These brothers out of England are not doing anything wrong. What they are doing is what the media would consider toxic masculinity. Now, when did masculinity become toxic? Masculinity has been eroding for years. All you have to do is look at the women, look at their position in society to see masculinity does really not exist. When the White House secretary, just give you an example of what I'm saying. When the White House secretary, what's her name, Pam Bondi, when she can go to a conference, this is funny, with a see-through dress as her freedom, and nobody can put her in check. No man can say that's inappropriate. There's no masculine power. I'm just using that for example. Because this is a Christian country, and as a Christian country, they do have morals. Don't you agree? So follow me before you're so quick to disagree with me. The the woman today has no let's put it like this. Sure, you may say she has the freedom to dress however she want to dress. But isn't there a point? Isn't there a point that should not go beyond that point? I mean, I'm sure everybody would agree women shouldn't go naked, right? Okay. The point being made is that I'm making a parallel between the women dress and the loss of masculinity because women will keep themselves in check because they know their husband would not allow them to dress a certain way. So it was something that kept society in check. The husband wasn't telling her how to dress. She was doing it out of respect for him. Isn't he beautiful flowers are? Isn't they beautiful? They're foreign, they're not American. We're going to talk about these flowers. The name of them escapes me at the moment. They are Asiatics, I believe. Just as beautiful they can be. Green and red. Wow, what a beautiful flower. The leaves is the beauty. Sometimes you have things that bloom, and they bloom with a fragile film, and then it's gone. But this, the beauty is in the leaf. How cool is that? And that beauty does not fade away, it stays. Yeah, I see people in the chat agreeing with me. Yeah, my love is with you all as well. The point being made is that I've observed through the years, through my 8 decades on this earth, the decreasing respect for masculinity. So much so now that women normalize being close to nakedness as they can get. This is an affront to male authority. They're making a statement when they go with these shorts out there, from old women to young women to babies. The statement being made is that I dress the way I want to dress. You can't tell me what to do. That's the statement being made. Men, you have no authority. You don't control nothing here. So the Western man has allowed his woman to go nude. Yes, he has allowed that. He has no authority, no control in his home. And all the other women around the world, they catch on and say, okay, I can do that too. And especially the melanated woman here in America, she's followed lock and step with her Western counterpart. Like they are the same. What am I talking about? I'm talking about imitating the woman by wearing the same hair, a wig, a hair texture like her, speaking the language like her. It's to the point now that if I'm not looking at you, I don't know if you're melanated or not. Because you sound just like a Western woman. And I hope you understand what I mean when I say Western. I don't say white. I say Western. Just mean the same thing. And we have to separate Western to include us as a people. We're not Western people. We're in the West. Matter of fact, we are a people without origin. We exist everywhere. So you can't put us as Western or Easterns. We came with the earth. That's how far back the melanated man goes. You can't find a source. And you can't destroy him. Just like you can't destroy God, or who you refer to as a supreme being. You cannot destroy this melanated man. Try as you might. So, these tape brothers, in my opinion, are being framed because they are bringing in awareness to the men what it means to be a man. Now, as far as these women kidnapping charges, I don't know where they got that from. These brothers are helping women to help themselves. They're teaching them the ropes of how to be a business person. There's no human trafficking going on. What's wrong with these people? They doing the same thing they did to Bill Cosby. Remember Bill Cosby? Okay, I got a call here. I don't know who's calling me when I'm busy right now. Okay, somebody's calling me. I don't know who this is. Okay, I hung up. Excuse the interruption. I got me a new phone, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry wants to know my number. How did this happen? Okay, where were I at? Okay, masculinity has been dead, has been dying. These brothers are bringing it back, the Tate brothers. Something we need. They're more or less the spearhead of a movement that the reactionary media is calling the men's sphere. And there's nothing negative about what they're doing. If you watch the movie Fight Night, it's about men who use fighting as a mean of seeking to understand their male identity. They have lost touch with their maleness. Men who box, that's what man is all about. Boxing, feeling pain, even giving pain. That's why boxers are so revered here in America. That's manhood, that's maleness. You'll never see women aspire to that. Bloody, gory, exchanging of fists. They try to do everything men do. They play basketball now. They play golf. Soon they'll be playing football. Pitiful, disgusting. What's wrong with womanhood, femininity? Has that become a curse? That's why we have society in its shambles. There need to be a balance. Men are hardness. We're hard. Women are softness. Man don't want to be next to another hard woman. He want a soft woman. A real woman don't want to be next to a soft man. She want a hard man. And I'm talking about what I've discussed with women, and they told me this. A soft man, a weak man, they deplore such a man. I don't mean just physically, but I mean his whole demeanor has to be hard, unyielding. That's what being a man means. That's godliness. However, today's men are weaklings, simps, punks. No maleness is about them. You just listen to them. They sound like little sissies for the most part. Now, our president is a man's man. I think that's what you call him, a man's man. A man's man is hated in a society that's gone feminine. The society that's gone feminine hates men. They call them alpha males. You can call them that. But all males supposed to be alpha. All males are supposed to be, by nature, alpha. Why do you have categories of males who are not alpha? What woman wants someone who's not an alpha male? So what's being said is that the Tates are part of a movement that bringing back our manhood. And I'm with all that. I was speaking about Bill Cosby the other day. He was being a man in the 60s, and he didn't rape those women. Come on. 30 something women. Why isn't he been locked up by before they brought all these charges against him? If he did all those horrendous crimes, man, he would have been locked up long, many years. You mean he raped all these women and got free for 40, 50 years? You believe that? No, that didn't happen. There was a movement in the 60s that was being loose morals. They called it free love. I don't know if y'all missed that in your school. But everybody was sleeping around taking drugs. I know I was there. And I think the psychology behind it was that with Vietnam War, people said, hey, it's over. The world's going to end. So let's just make love and enjoy life until the end. That was the thinking. So that's it for right now. Thank y'all for stopping by. Leave your questions to me in the chat. Thank you for your comments. I have a few people commenting here. I don't have any questions, so ask your questions in the chat if you come on later. I'm always answering questions for those who come on later. So this has been another jewel. If you can use it, put it in your toolbox. If not, just cast it aside. It's not for you. This has been another edition of Moslem Ministries. Now get it right. I said Moorish, Muslim, not Muslim. There's a difference between Muslims and Muslims. Go watch my videos and learn the difference. And viva